a fan's point of view, if you guys started working all together, it obviously used to just be Hearn and Warren for a long time, but yeah, it's got thin now. So I'm sure you want to work with as many promoters as you can, Joe.
For sure. And look, we're on stage today with Eric Gomez at Golden Boy and Eddie Hearn at Matchroom, making a fight that people want to see without any fuss. I think from a broadcaster perspective, there is no animosity or blocking of fights between the broadcasters, I don't think. Definitely not from our side. I feel very comfortable with the possibility of collaborating with ESPN, Showtime, BT, Sky, etc., Channel 5. There is obviously competitive tension between the promoters. That's caused some fights not to happen. All I can do is manage what Dazn do in the business we run and influence what our promoters do, our promotional partners. I'm going out of my way to say Dazn will be flexible, Dazn will be fluid in allowing fighters to go off platform. In return, obviously, with fair exchanges, going out on loan, if that's the right phrase, to use a football phrase. We're very open to all of that. We've never not been. I think maybe we need to be more proactive in letting the market know that. To the earlier point about younger consumers, I don't think younger consumers are going to tolerate fights not happening when they're supposed to happen. And therefore, we need to be proactive in going to work with other broadcasters, other promoters, to make those fights happen at the right time. So that's the brief we've given our promotional partners. That's the brief we're working to internally, and I hope that we'll start seeing more like across the street fights, if that's the right phrase.
DAZN head Joe Markowski is talking about loaning out fighters. What does this mean? How bad is DAZN really hurting? Let's talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, some of the clip you heard from the beginning was a recent interview where Joe Markowski, who's one of the head SVPs or whatever with DAZN, and he was talking about wanting to have a great relationship with other networks and, you know, in this ideal perfect world, somehow loaning out fighters from DAZN and having them fight across the street, across the pond on rival networks, and then in exchange, and you give some of your guys to us. First of all, let me start here. The whole term of loaning fighters is not a good look. You can tell he's a British gentleman or whatever if you look it up. That's not like the American culture. If you look through American history, that's probably not a good apt term and word you should say, you know, because it almost sounds like indentured servants or servitude or slavery, to be honest. And that's just me being 100% blunt and frank, giving it to you how I like to give it to you, real, uncut, and raw. So the term loaning out fighters, like it's this trade, like you're trading baseball cards or Pokemon and stuff, that doesn't really sound copacetic to me. But moving on from that, just the loaning out principle and like the theory of this, it sounds like DAZN is down bad. Because at the end of the day, wasn't it DAZN or DAZN's front people and frontman Eddie Hearn who came in the game saying, hey, Showtime, guess what? You'll be out of business in a year's time. There's no way you could keep up. People above Steven Espinoza, and I'm paraphrasing, but they basically, Eddie Hearn said, people above your pay grade, above Steven Espinoza, will be coming down, looking down and saying, yo, Steven, we got to pull the plug. You're not profitable. DAZN killed you, or whatever he was talking about. He said other promoters, Bob Arum, Top Rank, all the American promoters would be shaking in their boots. Since that point, we've seen very few fights and fewer each year fights in America. They even went from changing their Twitter handle from DAZN USA to DAZN Boxing, right? Showing that they've, in essence, moved on from America and that being the end goal or end game or whatever, right? So it just sounds like insane to hear this whole concept of loaning out fighters that DAZN is talking about. Because first of all, what fighter? You have Canelo Alvarez, as of me recording the video, he's off a loss to Dimitri Bivol. Not just any loss, like where it was a close fight. You lost bad to Dimitri Bivol, who was an underdog massively, right? Anthony Joshua, meet with me, heavyweight, former champion, just lost bad 2 times in a row to a smaller Usyk who came up from cruiserweight. So what fighter are you talking about loaning? You know, I don't work for any of these companies. I work for me. And I have so many questions because it just doesn't sound realistic. It sounds like a pipe dream. Who are you going to trade? You're going to trade Canelo? Canelo already went to Showtime to fight Caleb Plant. And it was without Dazn. So they didn't really need Dazn. Again, Josh was off 2 back-to-back losses. Dillian White, I think he's a free agent case by case, but either way, he's coming off a one-sided loss to Tyson Fury, where he talked and didn't deliver and got knocked out with a singular punch by Tyson Fury, you know? And then now Gilberto Ramirez, Dimitri Bivol, that's a solid fight. But at the same time, one of them has to lose their O. So it's just like whoever loses, their stock will drop. You know, Devin Haney left and he's on ESPN for the foreseeable future. Next fight is announced. We have to see how that plays out with Kambosos on ESPN, right? Michaela Mayer, an ESPN fighter, lured Alicia Baumgardner, who recently signed with Eddie Hearn and DAZN, and now she's risking her belt to fight Michaela Mayer, on ESPN. So I'm not really understanding who's supposed to be getting loaned. You know, at the end of the day, if we're talking about like Jaime Munguia, he had an opportunity to fight on Showtime. Showtime doesn't need De La Hoya or DAZN to put on that fight, you know, and what can you offer in return? You know, what can you offer in return? Very weird premise. Let me know what you guys think. I had to hit you with a Boxing Ego quick hits. If you like the content, short, concise, to the point, I got videos like that. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know. I'll be talking about this more, but the DAZN curse continues, and I'm out.
Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with a $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a Super Thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super Thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super Thanks.
The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready, with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation.